a H.P. Lovecraft short story. I know Damien, he worked as a projectionist, and so he watched every film that came through. He's an absolute mad film nut, but he'd written a script, and the script was formatted like a script that you expected a script to look like, and it was all laid out very well. So when he first sort of touted around, I think the thing that got everybody on was he said, "I'm shooting on 16mm," and we went, "Oh my God, really?" I was watching that. So much of it was shot in cars because 16mm we were using a separate standalone Nagra, which is like about that big and it weighs a ton, and you can't run with it. Those running scenes were hell. It's a lot fitter back then. But it's great big reel-to-reel quarter-inch recorder that's separate from the camera. So we had to slate all the shots, but a lot of times we didn't have time to do the slate, so they'd go. But because it was a separate system, it meant that we could film inside a car without having to worry about cables going to the camera. So I spent a fair bit of the filming of that movie crouched behind the seat of that tiny little blue car.
Just watching that, I guess he was brave enough to do it, and even now, I think people I know I'm scared. I like making films, but I'm scared to just write something and get people to stand it up and see it for fear of whatever, being embarrassed or laughter.
That's Cthulhu's strong point, is it's like the perfect bad horror movie.
Yeah, I think I've got a drawing of him somewhere.
And the professor was someone's father, and the professor was not an actor. Did you notice that? But not only was not an actor, he couldn't remember his lines. So every time he was in a scene, he had to have a book.
Was he really?
Needless to say, I don't put much faith in this law. Aha!
I think Local Feats is such an amazing initiative, and I'm new to Canberra, so just kind of seeing all those little spots in the films is really cool, and it's just to kind of open up the channels and actually have the filmmakers chatting to us about their intentions. I mean, we wouldn't have known that those little scenes with one person in it weren't a stylistic choice, but it was because they were saving film. Like, those little kinds of things are really fun to know.